kana hele mau kau kapapara komo komo ako ieu malo mea I ho hewa mai oi o no ia hele ue kana ina ya te mea hele a hele ue no ue malo kua ue te aloha nie.
Hey, aloha mai.
Aloha kawa.
Good to see you, brother. Aloha e nā kamaliʻi pehea oi. We're here on Hawaiʻi Island at this place, Pu'ukohola, with a good friend, Kupuna Molitau, to talk about Heiau. Brother, can you explain to us where we're located on Hawaiʻi Island?
Aye. We're located in the moku known as Kohala, in the ahupua'a known as Kawaihae. This is the ili area known as Pelekane, where the beach line here is called Ohaiula, as well as the beach area known as Pelekane. And it has 3 beautiful sites here.
This name of this place is Pu'ukohola. What is the meaning of that name?
Aye, you get 2 different mana'o behind that word Pu'ukohola. We know that one mana'o means the mound of the whale. If you look at Pu'ukohola itself, it has this very interesting look on top of a big hill there. And then if you look about on this side here, you have Mailekini. And if you look at Mailekini itself, it's kind of that shape of that kohola or that waha, the kohola. But also, if you think about the historical context of Pu'ukohola, it's also the day that was chosen for Kamehameha.
Brother, can you explain first of all what a heiau is to our keiki?
Aye. If you look at Pu'ukohola, heiau is a structure that was built by our kupuna. Usually a structure built with our pohaku from these areas. And a heiau, if we think about it, there are different types of heiau that were utilized for different purposes. You have a luakini heiau, a heiau that was used for sacrifice, or a heiau that was dedicated for lono, for agriculture and growth, a heiau that was dedicated for life, ola. And all of these things our kupuna built.
So how is this heiau important to, or how are all heiau, I should say too, how is that important to our kupuna?
You think of heiau, and if you look at it today, in today's time, many of us consider heiau as a temple or a place that our kupuna would utilize to worship at one point in time. And one of the main aspects that we would like to make sure that people understand, or our keiki understand, that heiau are there for us to continue to utilize. It's our place.
So Kapuna, this place here, what is the relationship that you have to this place?
I've been very humbled and honored over the course of the last 20 years to be able to study with my Hanai Papa, John Lake, and over that time he's been able to put together what we call mea pule or mea oli, or chanters that continue to hold dear the protocols of this place. And when we talk about protocols, we're talking about loina Hawaiʻi. We're talking about things that continue to inspire us spiritually. And so over the last few years, I've been able to help lead or help to kahu this continued place of pule.
So today, heiau continue to be the place of pule. Is that how we, as Hawaiians, use this all heiau?
Well, not necessarily. If you think about heiau on different moku, some of it is used as educational components. You think of one in particular on the island of Maui, Pi'ilani. Such an amazing space. And you think of this place of Pu'ukohola, and it's part of the national park. So there's definitely this educational component for our keiki to learn from, but really for the community to be able to come back and see that these places are vibrant. These places are living areas where our pohaku breathe, and they're part of our kupuna structure.
So Kapuna, can you share with my friends, what are some of the basic lula or rules for behavior in case they come to the heiau?
Yeah, your basic rule when you come to anybody's hale, just go walk in, You just hele vale, you noiaku, you noi ha'a aloha, and you say who you are, you say where you're from, and what are your intentions for being in this. That's your basic number 1 rule for any place that you go throughout Hawaii. You just Mai hele vale io yenei. Yeah, don't just go walking over there and wherever you like go without asking permission. Rule number 1. Yeah, rule number 2 on many of these places is come with reverence. Come with really good hearts, really good na'au as we call it. You don't come with all these kind of bad feelings or yucky things that you want to bring into these spaces because they're full of our kupuna. They're full of our mana of our kupuna.
These are wahila'a.
Wahila'a, very sacred sites, yeah.
Hey, so the kupuna, what is the role of the kupuna then and now for Heiau?
Aye, you look at our kupuna, those of the past and now, present day, those kupuna were the ones that actually hapai, yeah? Hapai ke la mau pohaku. It brought them over from as far away as Pololu, some 25 miles away. You know, bringing them over, some thousands of men. Hapai, this pohaku, over to this place to build this wahi. And you think about the history about it. For Kamehameha, you know, his kahuna kapoukahi says that if you build this heiau, you will be able to unify all of Hawaiʻi, and hence history is known.
So this heiau here is a heiau of Kamehameha?
Aye. This heiau in particular is and dedicated for Kamehameha, but it's really dedicated to the akua for Kamehameha, which is Ku Kailimoku.
Okay.
And you know, at the time of history, you know, you think about the whole concept of you know, battling for this moku. You have Keoua Kuahu'ula, who comes all the way from Ka'u, and then you have Kamehameha all the way from Kohala, and really amazing historical battles between the two. And then you finally have this structure built, and it finally is culminated when Keoua Kuahu'ula comes to the shores of Pelikane and is then ho'omake, ho'opepehiaya. He is put to death here at this area of Fukuola, and sanctioning this place, you know. And it is a day that is chosen for the entire parts of history.
Oh, okay. Now you had mentioned earlier that there were actually 3 heiau. I wanted to just recap that again. There's Pu'ukohola, and then what are the names of the other 2 again?
Right down here we have Mailekini. Mailekini. And at one point, Mailekini was dedicated for Alapa'inui, who used to reside right in this area here of Pelikane. And then right in the waterways here of Pelikane, you have a site for the mano known as Haleokapuni.
Mano, the shark. And that heiau is, where is that heiau located?
If you kind of look right in this waterway here, you see where that hale structure is.
Yes.
Right in that ilikai, right in that small structure there, you see a little ripple effect. That's kind of where we know
in the water.
It's in the kai. It's in the kai.
And the name again is called
Haleokapuni.
Haleokapuni, and that is for the mano or the shark. And makes sense. The hale is in the place where the mano live.
And then, you know, if you kahea, if you come on the right day, or you know, Ho'ailona show themselves, yeah?
Yes.
We arrive and we are greeted by these aumakua.
So I know there was an earthquake several years ago, and it devastated parts of this area. Can you talk a little bit about the restoration of this place?
You know, several years ago we had this really big earthquake that happened right off of Pu'uko here. And it damaged, you know, quite a bit of Pu'ukohola, Mailekini, a lot of this landscape, not only this place, but all of Hawaiʻi. And many of the practitioners from around Hawaiʻi found it a daunting task to come back and help restore it. But it was part of our kuleana. It's part of our responsibilities. You know, we're known as that generation, that 7th generation. If we continue it, that they will continue to be taught our keiki. You folks, you will continue to be taught how to care for these wahi. So that couple of weeks after everything happened, or the ola'i kahunua, the earthquake, we all came to Hawaiʻi Island and we started our prayers and our pule, and we were able to teach, and we were able to hapai our kupuna, the pohaku, and open up the entranceway again to Pu'ukohola. And at that moment, as we finally said our pule and our olikahea to come into the entrance, we heard these thunderous noises in the kai. And we all walked up to the top of Pu'ukohola and we looked out. And there were the answers of our kupuna. There were the tails of the kohola slapping the kai.
Oh, wow.
Sounded like pahu drum. Sounded like pahu drum from far, far away. And you know, that pane, or that answer that we get from those kupuna, run parallel in our physical and our spiritual being.
Wow. Amazing. That was a Hawaii Lona for sure. Yeah.
Aye. And that Hawaii Lona continues today in this place. And again, those are the reasons why Heiau, those are the reasons why our wahila, our sacred sites, they should continue to be utilized and they should be continue to be cared for. And they're not just some place that you cannot go and cannot learn from. They're kupuna there that are really ready to teach you folks.
So we have to pay attention to these ho'ailona or these signs
Aye.
that show themselves, like in the kohola or the whale as they beat it on the ocean surface.
Aye.
Mahalo, brother, for sharing. This is really, really interesting, and I think I got a different perspective. When I look at all these pohaku, the kupuna, this is truly a gathering place, yeah? So the heiau in my mind now, and for you too at home, let's think of it as that, as a gathering place for all our people to be together. Mahalo for sharing, brother.
Mahalo anui.
We are here at Pu'ukohola on the island of Hawaii, and I'm here with Kapono'ai. We'll see you folks next time. You take care. Aloha.